Back inside the school building, I entered an arbitrary classroom and sit in a chair, yawning for the nth time today. Was that a placeholder that they never fixed? Or did he actually just say nth? I don't think Adachi is going to say nth. That's weird. Well, Sho told me to go fight the persona users. So first, I need to go down. But back in the school, the hallways are even more complicated, and the more I walk, the more dead ends I find. Here I was thinking of taking this opportunity to go into town and get some good sushi, or a barbecue box lunch. Those thoughts of sea urchin cow tongue come and go fleetingly.
What am I thinking? There's no way I'm going outside with the town like that.
I look out the window out of the corner of my eye, and it's obvious that the red fog has grown thicker than it was when I was up on the roof.
Sheesh. If he's gonna make me his guest, he could at least have a GPS or something ready for me.
I rest my chin in my hands and complain to the open air. If only I could ditch all this until the goddamn troublesome tournament is over. But I can't do that this time around. I need to destroy Sho's plans for my own sake, after all. Can't even call what I'm about to do a plan, but I already decided what has to be done. I'll have to make contact with persona users who will be invited here, and I need to lead them on so that they move in the right direction. But I can't break the illusion that I'm working with Sho. It's probably not an exaggeration to say that this world is under his control. I'll have to be clever to move about without arousing his suspicion, while still undermining his work.
Well then, I guess I'll get going. Do I actually have to go look for those guys? What has he gotten me into?
I slowly get up from the chair as I'm grumbling. Why do school chairs always make your ass hurt if you sit in them for too long? Maybe that's still better than having your seat kicked out from under you all the time, like in jail. I leave the classroom to find a runway-like hallway stretching before me. I sigh at the dull scenery. I've come down pretty far looking for him, but I guess I still have a ways to go.
What? You're serious?
Yay, it's Yosuke!
Is it possible for us to not know about a guy who sticks out that much?
I hear a familiar voice through the fog and stop. Could it be? I sneak ahead, keeping my ears open.
I did think from last time that the culprit would be someone with ties to Mitsuru-san. I still can't shake that theory.
Oh, maybe he transferred here. Or it could be his older brother's uniform.
There's no doubt about it. That's the Junes kid and the girl in the green track jacket. I didn't think I'd run into these guys so soon. Wait, you were just complaining how you come down a long way, but you still had more to go, and now you're complaining you ran into him already? I feel the corner of my mouth turn up as the unexpected bit of luck. Now that I know it's them, there's no need for me to hide. I approach them, making sure that my footsteps are loud on the hallway floor.
What is it?
Be on guard. Don't leave my side.
I've seen this video before.
You're kidding me.
Hey guys, long time no see.
Are you serious? Adachi-san.
He's so derpy. I really do like where they took his character. Oh, awesome, new scene. When they see me, all three of them look shocked, as if I caught them on a hidden camera show. Heck, Yuchan has his wife wide open. Surprise! I want to laugh my ass off right now, but I shouldn't be doing anything that could mess things up. I'll have to keep my contact with them to a minimum.
No way. Why is Adachi-san?
Could he be a fake?
Huh? Fake? Oh, right. I forgot about that whole thing going on. Why are you here? Huh? Oh, well, I had intended on staying well behaved, but someone begged me to help out. And you know, I'm not the kind of guy who can say no to something like that.
How about? You mean that Sho guy?
Yosuke-kun scowls. Ah, so these guys already met Sho. That saved me the trouble of having to explain things.
Have you guys already met? Oh, man.
That doesn't matter. working with the culprit this time, too.
Well, what do you think?
Don't play dumb. If I don't like your answers, there'll be footprints all over your face.
Oh, GA. She's gonna become a great little cop. She's already, threatening to, like, beat the crap out of suspects just because they're not giving her the right answers. See? Taking it to debate just like I expected. They're so straightforward that it's almost stupid. Still, it's more convenient for me that way, that they think I'm working for the other side.
Who cares about all that? Come on, aren't you kids in serious trouble right now? What with all the world ending and all?
So you are.
You guys really like sticking your heads into dangerous situations, don't you? You don't gain anything in life from doing that, no?
I stick her contemptuously, and Yukun has been quiet up until now glares at me with a complicated look on his face.
Adachi-san, you said you would abide by the rules of this world. So why are you here?
Rules. Rules, eh?
That's right. I decided to follow the rules, so I might have to play along with these kids' idea. To them, I'm just an escaped convict. It'd be easier if I could just tell them what I've got in mind, but unfortunately, being an adult is hard. Besides, I don't care what they think of me, as long as I can fulfill my objective. Since I'm not saying anything, Yukun steps towards me as if he can't hold himself back anymore.
Don't you understand how the real world is in trouble because of Sho? This isn't like the TV world, where only we were involved.
Oh, man. I see you never learn. The only reason I took that brat up on his invitation was because I was bored. All the questions about what he's after, or what's gonna happen to this town, I don't give a damn about any of it.
What's he saying?
Dutch, you lousy.
Whoa, whoa, give me a break. I don't intend to get involved with kids like you anymore. Like, I bet you're honestly abiding by the rules here, because that's how you think.
The rules here?
Oh? Yukun looks serious. I take this to mean that they don't know about the rules here yet. Meaning, they don't know about the persona fragments. I should give them a hint about the danger they're facing.
You know, the one-on-one stuff. You don't even know what's gonna happen because of that. Honestly, brats like you barely even think.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like I keep saying, if you keep fighting them on their own terms, it could bite you in the ass. I bet he's collecting quite a lot of those persona fragments by now.
Huh?
They finally realize something's up and trade worried looks with one another. What, were you just playing cops and robbers up until now? What kind of investigation team are you? More like non-investigation team. Yeah, that was the lamest one of Sho's jokes. Yeah, it kinda was. But at least you recognize it. As I'm lamenting the loss of my sense of humor, Yukun, who has his own worries, trembles and bites his lip.
Have we been inadvertently helping him?
Oh man, you really hadn't noticed? You need to get your act together.
The school building suddenly creaks loudly, like the howling of a beast. I instantly recognize it as the noise of the countless shadows gathering at the top of the tower.
What was that just now?
Looks like there's no more time left. Earlier than I expected. Well, that's why I need to get going. Good luck to you, I guess. Oh, and your friends who got caught? They might be in trouble if you leave them be, you know?
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
It means just what it sounds like. Then again, I guess it might be impossible for just you three.
Wait!
I turn my back on them and disappear into the red fog. I hear Yosuke-kun try and chase after me, only to run into an invisible wall. They already had 4 red pillars around them. That means they can't leave without winning the battle that they're going to face.
I guess that's enough for now. Well, go on and do your best, investigation team.
I quietly mutter at the kids behind me. Looks like Sho's plans are coming along faster than I had figured. It doesn't look like I have much time to slack off. I might even have to hurry. Outside the hallway windows, I can see the shadows collecting here and there, floating in the sky like shreds of paper. Still, shadows blown around like trash, the surreality of the scene makes me laugh. search of other Persona uses. The shadows and Persona fragments are building up at a surprising rate. Perhaps I'm feeling a little worried as the fog thickens with the passage of time. Because I was walking faster than usual, I was able to come across a new area quickly. Just in case anything happens, I keep my gun in my hand. I slowly slide the door open with my other hand. Beyond the door is a room with an eerie light pouring in, and Sho is sitting on a coffin. All he's doing is staring at a giant clock looming at the back of the room. When he notices me, he slowly turns in my direction.
Huh? Oh, it's just you. Hey there. Looks like it's going well. Getting plenty of Persona fragments, huh? Yeah, it's going so well, I'm bored as shit. I want to see them cry and groan and pain and all that good stuff. Actually, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and go take them apart. Well, there's no need to rush. After all, they can't leave this place. Huh? Well, yeah. I'm getting so bored. I should just go take out a couple of them. Whoa, hold on there. There's no need to get hasty when the plan's going so well, right? It'd be easier to just sit back and wait. What are you talking so big for? Want me to stick my sword through your ears?
With that, Sho slowly draws one of his katanas, then turns and stabs it into one of the coffins lying around. He keeps hacking at it without a word, as if scratching an itch. I take this bizarre action as a sign of his madness.
Ooh, scary. Can't you calm down a bit? You won't beat anyone like that. And you came to get me because you needed me, no? You sure it's a good idea to kill me just because I rub you the wrong way? Cripes, what a wet blanket. Did you just come from a picnic out in the rain or something? Don't get the wrong idea. That guy has nothing to do with this. I can kill anyone I want if I feel like it.
I love his facial expression. That's just, like, dispassionate, bemused boredom. It's all there. With sudden fury, he unsheaths his other sword and points it at my throat. Kill anyone I feel like, huh? Don't get cocky, little asswipe.
Then go on ahead. It's easy, right? Have you actually killed anyone before? This guy's really pissing me off.
Sho sheathes his sword with a sneer. I figured as much, but now it's clear that he doesn't like people acting superior to him. They say people like him suffer from inferiority complexes, but I don't give a damn about his past. What's more important right now is I take a quick glance at the exit out of the corner of my eye. All this sneaking around is really bugging me. They think they're hiding, but I can see their shadows on the floor. Those kids from the investigation team are as inept as ever. I move around to keep Sho from noticing them, and walk towards him.
Look, there's no need to fight. Once it descends, after all, the world's going to totally disappear. Why spend your time dealing with them, you know? Just ignore those kids. That's not the problem. I look at those guys, and I can't stop gagging. They just herd together like best buds. I don't know why they're so full of themselves. It makes me want to beat the shit out of them. Get them to cry like babies. You get me? Do you? Yosuke, Chie, get back!
Damn, I guess he did notice. Sho reaches behind his back and pulls out a knife, then throws it at them. The knife fails to reach them, though, and it thuds into the ground at their feet.
You're so lame. Such a frickin' irritating bunch. I hate to even look at you. I just want to see you completely destroyed.
His anger-fueled shouts echo throughout the warped room. Figuring that it's useless to hide any longer, Yukun and his little friends step into the room. Damn it, I didn't want them to meet Sho any more than absolutely necessary. My plans have changed a little, but I can't help that. I think it's best if I play the spectator for a while.
Show me, Nazuki. What are you planning?
Huh? Weren't you listening? I'm gonna get rid of all you disgusting pests and make this a world I can stand to live in. What?
Don't be ridiculous. That won't help anybody but you.
Yeah? So what? Of course it only helps me. I'm saying you're disgusting, so you should all just die.
This isn't funny anymore. You're totally nuts. Are you saying that nothing else matters as long as you're satisfied?
Aha! Well, duh! Friends? Bonds? You worthless pests aren't accomplishing anything but licking each other's wounds! Shitty pests in this shitty world have no goddamn call to give me their shitty lectures. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get rid of every shred of everything!
Little. You really are a piece of shit that's not worth saving. You've got no right to do that.
The world will be much quieter soon. Just like here, a wonderful place where there's no one else. It's all for me.
What? A world with no one else?
Ugh, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Just hurry up and get smashed to pieces, you shitty pests!
There he goes again. Is this that youth anger I hear about in the news? My, so scary. Sho explodes in anger and pulls out his katanas again, with a menacing look on his face. He's just way too willing to hurt people. May as well try to stop him, even though it's probably not going to do any good.
Whoa, what are you getting all worked up for? You really shouldn't do that. And you shut up too, you piece of shit! Come get me. I'll beat the life out of you. You'll be begging for mercy.
The red pillars in the corners of the room immediately shine as Sho takes a combat stance. I've never seen that posture before, but I can tell it's not anything like kids playing at being samurai. That's a killer style, developed to take down the enemy with certainty.
I can't believe our town is such a mess because of that guy. There's no way I'm sitting back and letting it happen.
I'm with you. We'll show you with our own fists how strong you can be when you have something to protect.
Show strong. Don't let your guard down.
I was wondering, is this make me redo this fight, or what's going to happen?
You little...
It was Sho who fell to the ground at the end of the intense clash. The red pillars shatter, signaling that battle has been decided. Huh, I didn't expect this. Sho holds one hand to his chest in pain while he gasps, kneeling on the ground. From my perspective as a spectator, Sho was just as strong as his opponent. No, he was better in every way. Sho was faster, stronger, and focused on his opponent's weaknesses. So why did he lose? Well, duh, it's pretty obvious. The answer is simple. Persona. Sho didn't use a persona a single time during the fight. That means he doesn't have the power to use one. I didn't know that before, so learning this was a big plus for me. The other personality, Minazuki, used persona. It's kind of weird since they're the same body, but they say the personas come with the power of the mind, so I guess it makes sense that one of them might be able to use a persona while the other one can't.
What did I tell you? This is because you kept using those weird powers. You got all puffed up because of someone else's gift.
This is... I remember running into these lines and having the completely wrong impression about what was going on. It's awesome that they go through this again from his perspective. Whoops. I accidentally spoke my mind in front of Sho. I quickly covered my mouth, then noticed Yukun watching me, still in his fighting stance. I guess it's only natural that they'd be wary of me, but damn.
Are we fighting you next, Adachi-san? Huh? Oh man, don't be ridiculous. Why would I do something that hard?
Hard? Aren't you supposed to be on Sho's side?
Sho-san! Give me a break. Come on. Isn't there someone else besides me you should be worrying about? Someone we should worry about.
That's right. This isn't over yet. The troublesome thing about Sho is the fact that Minazuchi's there too, and Yukun doesn't know about him yet. If Sho's been beaten, he's not just gonna lie there and take it. This saves me the trouble of having to explain everything myself. But it's no good for me if they happen to get killed. I'm gonna have to babysit these kids myself.
Persona.
And there he is. The instant Minazuki sits up, a reddish-black shadow appears behind him and attacks the investigation team. Tables quickly turn, and soon Minazuki's got the kids cornered.
Let's end this.
The two personas come together violently, but it's clear that Yukun's at a big disadvantage.
Get a grip, damn it. Get yourself killed at this rate.
If that happens, my plan will be all for nothing. I have absolutely no interest in what happens between these two brats, but I can't let them get killed. Just when I thought it was time for me to lend them a hand,
Persona! Persona!
two personas appear from the red fog and attack Minazuki simultaneously. Minazuki's persona is stunned, and its relentless attack stops.
Yukun! Senpai, are you alright?
Yeah.
It's Naoto Shirogane and some other girl I don't know, who's carrying a giant axe. They come running in Minazuchi's size.
More imbeciles. It seems deploying doppelgangers made from shadows wasn't enough.
Don't move. Get away from Yukun, or I won't show any mercy.
No need for histrionics. I'll concede now without him. Though, should I at least get rid of Narukami first?
Minazuchi points his blade at the kneeling Yukun. Unlike Sho Minazuki would be able to kill Yukun like if he was squashing a bug, he can't be underestimated. That sentence doesn't make any sense at all. Unlike Sho... Oh, okay, there's a comma there. I didn't see the comma because it's like in her eyeball. Unlike Sho, Minazuki would be able to kill Yukun like he was squashing a bug. I'm actually going to have to stop him this time. I walk in the center of the room, placing myself between the two.
Sounds like a bad plan. Haven't you ever heard the saying, the cornered stag is most dangerous? I don't think you have time or energy to waste.
No. Why are you here?
Naoto-kun's eyes widen with surprise over seeing me. And then... the school building begins to creak again. The shaking is longer and more intense than when I was on the roof, meaning that the power Minazuki's collecting is coming closer. It seems things were progressing a lot faster than I had thought.
Ah! Whoa! What is the shaking?
It's begun. I'll be taking my leave. All that's left is to see this through.
Hey, hold it!
When Minazuki turns back to leave, the other kids surround him to prevent his escape. But Minazuki doesn't show any sign of panic. In fact, he gives them a mocking sneer.
You truly love to swarm, don't you? You find your strength by herding together. But there are enough persona fragments now. I have no need to deal with you anymore.
What is this? My legs.
This again.
It only takes an instant. The moment Minazuki's eyes glow red, the air shakes and the kids in front of me suddenly stop, as if chained down. Seeing that confirms my suspicions. Minazuki's capable of using his persona to control others. He used his power to control that detective in the interrogation room.
Taxed. I've been relying on this borrowed power too much. But now is not the time to hold back.
Minazuki spares one last glance at Yukun, and then runs off into the fog. The other kids are frozen like statues, and can only watch him disappear. I'm afraid to do anything, but there's no point in me chasing after Minazuki, so I just let him go. Once Minazuki's gone, the group is released from whatever hole over them, and they fall to the ground. Perhaps that was pretty hard on them, and they all seem to be in a lot of pain. Before they can even catch their breath, the sound of footsteps approaches through the fog. A beauty in a skin-tight black catsuit shows up.
I'll take over from here. Let's begin. Bring on the ring.
That's interesting and weird. Adachi's a lot of things, but I never thought of him as someone that would, I don't know, just a beauty in a skin-tight black catsuit. It seems off for him. That's something he wouldn't say. He obviously is interested in women because the whole thing started whenever he wanted to date that news reporter girl. But that's not a consistent characterization I've come to expect from him. Oh, and speaking of which, I made a reference earlier to the fat cat you can almost never hear. Here he is. The lady yells out, red pillars appear in the corner of the room and invisible walls lock into place. Being stuck again seems to confuse the kids, and the situation is out of their depth.
Mitsuda-san?
No, that's a fake.
Where's Minazuki?
He's gone already. Hey, not to butt in, but don't you think you're in over your heads a little this time? Didn't you see his power? You're up against more than just that breath.
I shout to them from beyond the invisible walls. There's no time for them to figure this stuff out on their own. Just get it already. It's with a bit of annoyance that I continue on.
I mean, don't you think it's a little late? He said he has all the persona fragments he needs. So all that's left is to summon that thing, and then jam the fragments he's gathered into.
As I say that, a rapier swings right in front of my nose. I blink in surprise and see a few strands of hair falling right in front of my eyes. It's like in a comic. She may be a hottie, but I don't need a chick swinging sharp objects in my face.
That might have hurt. What was that for?
You speak too much, imbecile. Should I deal with you instead?
Whoa, no way! Where'd you get that idea? All right then. I did try to warn you guys.
I said enough already. Even the stupid investigation team should get it by now, right? I turn my back on them and quickly leave the classroom. If they've realized Sho's plans, then they should be heading for the top of the tower. At the peak, they'll find countless shadows, the persona fragments, and that power. The pieces are all there. Then again, it'll take them some time to get out of that barrier. There's even the possibility that they might even make it to the top.
Seriously, give me a break.
Either way, I've got to disrupt Sho's plans somehow. I pat my jacket to reassure myself my gun's still holstered at my waist, and run up the stairway leading to the top of the tower. I don't know, in my personal canon, based on my personal games, Okiro Fumigawa got Mitsuru. I don't care that he technically didn't, because I only got to level 9. Don't even care. I'm sure in good shape considering I never exercised while I was in jail. I wonder if this is thanks to that bland health food. And actually, after the last episode I was talking about how Adachi doesn't typically seem like someone that would be, interesting in objectifying women after that black skin tight suit thing. Black tight skin suit, whatever. But I realized that I think it's just that Adachi has absolutely no interest. As I climb to the top of the tower through the fog, I come into an open area. It looks like this is my goal. Looking up through the powerful winds, the gathered shadows swirl around the top of the tower, giving off sinister power.
Oh, it's totally red. I wasn't ready for this.
Adachi, stop hanging around Sho. Nope, that poem was just awful. Did I say poem? I think I said poem. I shake my head and look around this cloud of shadows swirling around the sky. Whirlwind storm sucks in one shadow after another, like a tornado. I gulp at the sight up
The
close.
things a brat can dream up are scary. Wouldn't stand a chance if you got swallowed up in this. I guess Sho's scheme is a huge success so far.
In the middle of the red fog is a clear objective the size of a person, giving off a light as it floats. I see. So that's all the fragments he keeps shaving off from the Persona users. The red-haired kid is standing next to it. As I stay low to watch, looks like he hasn't noticed me. These kids were tricked into helping him collect the Persona fragments under the guise of the P1 climax. Well, after such an intense battle, staying alive is a bit impressive. I think they deserve some praise there.
It would be a problem if anyone died here, after all.
My goal here is to keep anyone from becoming a victim. That's all there is to it.
That's just something I can't allow. Sorry, but that's why I'm gonna have to gum up the works, by whatever means necessary.
I draw my pistol and aim at the red-haired young man through the fog. Sho. Sho's looking up at the giant shadow with an expression of rapture. Maybe he's too busy with his new world. He's not even looking this way. Well, that's convenient for me. Kitty, you don't belong here. I slowly thumb back on the hammer on my revolver. People may not know this about me, but I'm actually pretty confident with my aim. I was always in the top of my class in pistol training at the academy. I take aim for the Persona fragment in front of Sho. Well, maybe it's too big to be called a fragment now. If I can break that thing, Sho's plan is done for. I've only got one chance. That's okay. I can't miss from here. I concentrate and put my finger on the trigger.
What?
Did I hit it? I'm sure I got it, but Persona fragment didn't break. The impact of the bullet was only enough to crack it slightly.
One shot wasn't enough.
I have to get another shot in. I quickly take aim at the crack in the crystal. But just when I'm about to pull the trigger...
Hey, Adachi, what the hell are you doing?
Sho stands in front of me with a look of rage. He found me. Frontal assault's the absolute last thing I wanted to do, but I guess I can't help that now. I doubt he'd believe me if I told him my finger slipped.
Did I ever say I was going to cooperate with you?
You goddamn son of a... I'll destroy you!
Round two.
Finally!
I'll play with
Where you aim?
What a trick.
My face! Right there.
Alright, first try. I won. But it's more like Sho just got tired of fighting and gave up. I was hurt pretty badly, but Sho must have used a lot of his stamina in the battle. I sit down on Sho's chest to keep him pinned.
Bastard. What's this about? Were you planning to betray me from the start? What an ungrateful little prick!
Sho glares at me, seething. He must really be pissed. I can feel him trembling under me.
Didn't I say? I told you I was gonna do whatever I want.
You cocky dipshit. Don't think that you've won. You must be seriously stupid to defy me. That's why you lost to them, you goddamn stupid moronic idiot!
Wait, he lost to the Persona guys because he would eventually defy you? Doesn't make any friggin' sense. All this yapping's hurting my ears. How many times do you have to call me a moron, you moron? I pressed the muzzle of my pistol against Sho's jaw to shut him up.
You actually have the nerve to say that to me. You're the one who got all cocky and started a fighting tournament. Haven't you had your fun? Because there's no way a brat like you could control that kind of power. You really should just say you're sorry to everyone and go back home like a good little boy, you know?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! The hell are you mocking me for? I'll kill you! Get off me! I can do this! What's wrong with doing things because I can? Want me to skewer you from your jaw straight through your skull?
Doing it because you can, huh? You know, watching you really irritates me.
It's like seeing myself last year. Seriously, it's irritating. The persona fragment's only a few meters away. I reach out my pistol while holding Sho down. I take aim at the small target half hidden in the red fog. This'll end all of this. In the blink of an eye, my view flips upside down. Sho, who had been under my control just moments ago, is now sitting on top of me. Even worse, the Genesis music started up, and that's never good. Shoot, Sho's got that power too? I don't have control over my own body, and I just lay on the ground like a rag doll. Sho's eyes glow a burning red in his fury.
I'll kill you, Adachi. I'll crush you into pulp so no one will know what you even looked like!
The brat begins punching me in the face. I can taste blood from a cut lip. My head rocks with the impact of each hit. That's some power he has. If I'm still thinking that, I've got some life in me yet.
You bastard! What are you thinking? You know how important this thing is! Are you trying to ruin my plan?
If he wanted to kill me, he could just pick up his sword and do me in with a single slash. Instead, he gets on top of me and starts pounding. Not letting me off so easy. Unlucky for me, his rage gets the better of him. Once a brat, always a brat. Sure, this hurts, but if my luck holds up, I might just survive this.
That's what I said. I tried to destroy those persona fragments by striking when I saw the chance.
You worthless vermin. I knew you weren't worth shit. But to think you were biding your time for this. Well...
Oh, this isn't good. Things are going black. I don't even feel much pain anymore. I'm on the verge of passing out. Sho doesn't hesitate to give me another kick. Don't they teach kids the meaning of the word moderation in schools anymore? At this rate, he might actually kill me.
You really pissed me off, you piece of shit. Well, you were nothing but trash I was only planning to use from the start. Ha!
I nearly black out after that intense blow, but I managed to hang in there. Maybe he got tired of hitting me. Sho gets up, picks up his sword, and looks down at me mockingly.
Just for curiosity's sake, how are you planning to use me?
I think you're misunderstanding me. You know the whole taming business?
No.
Planning to rely on your knowledge to begin with, moron. All I need is your persona. I was gonna rip off your persona, turn it into a shadow, slam it into the gathered shadows, and presto! Adachi's part is done.
He was going to turn my persona into a shadow? And fuse it with the shadows he was collecting? I don't have a clue what he's talking about. As I lie there confused, Sho holds his stomach and laughs merrily.
Ooh, I love that stupid look on your face. It's so great. I'm gonna let you in on some more secrets. Seems like the power left in you interferes with the thing I'm planning to absorb. I guess that power beyond humanity clashes with each other. But when that happens, that thing won't be at its full strength. So if you think about it the other way around, using your power stops that thing from doing whatever it wants. And then I get to tame it.
So, in order to control the power that he was going for, he has to counter it with even more power, huh? I think I see a flaw in that reasoning. But given that we're talking about a power surpassing the realm of man here, logic, logic might be going out the window.
Once everything was ready and I cut up the rest of them, I was gonna kill you slow. Still, I at least gave you the chance to have some fun, you piece of shit. I was gonna let your crap slide until I showed you the end of the world you never got to achieve. Why not? Right? Don't think we're the same, you little brat. What? What was that? You think the whole world hates you just because someone didn't treat you right. You're nothing but a little kid throwing a tantrum. You know, I seriously hate this world. Don't put me in the same shoes as a half-assed brat like you. Please?
God, the music in this game is just absolutely gorgeous.
You're so finished, you bastard. I'll kill you just like you want. Sure, I'm lame. Whatever. But you don't know yet, do you? Those guys don't play around. You better be prepared. Die, you piece of shit.
Sho slowly starts unsheathing a sword and lays it across my throat. Touches cold steel against my neck gives me goosebumps. This situation's gone foobar. If my own corpse ends up laying on a telephone pole somewhere, it's going to make last year's case even more complicated. If that happens, all the work I've done will go down the drain. Not only will my rules be taken away from me, but the investigation into last year's case gets dropped, there'll be nothing left for me. That was the experience that defines who I am now. I can't allow it to become a lie. The sun gleams red in the moonlight when Sho raises it high into the air, and then...
Stop it, Sho!
The impact I expect doesn't come. I slowly open my eyes to see Yukun holding Sho back.
You're early. Way to ruin the moment.
Yukun frowns, not understanding what's going on. He seems confused that Sho and I are at odds. It's not like I need him to sympathize with me. I don't need his pity. But I don't want him to misunderstand either.
Just to be clear, I didn't do it for you guys. I just wanted to set things right for myself.
I know, you're not that type of person.
A look of relief spreads across Yukun's face. Seriously, kid, you're a dope. If I die now, the investigation would have to start from scratch. Thinking about that, happening pisses me off, that's all.
You're such a know-it-all. It's not very attractive.
I try to mock him, but talking hurts too much. And thanks to Sho beating the crap out of me, everything's getting cloudy again. I've done this much on my own. It's your turn to stop him, team leader. Okay, that's just rude. Man, I can barely read that. I can't even say those words, but that's what I'm thinking. It's then that I lose consciousness. To be continued.